Often in the listening section you will have a question that asks you to choose from a list. Usually you have to choose 2 or 3 from a list of 5 or 6. You either have to choose those that are mentioned or those that are not mentioned. The process for doing both these questions is the same. Here's an example from Cambridge 15 Test 3. I know it seems like a lot to listen for, but don't panic. It's actually not that hard. Have your pencil ready, and as you hear an option, cross it off. If the question asks for ones not mentioned, then the answer is any you haven't crossed out. If the question asks for those mentioned, then hopefully you've only crossed out 2 options. For example, look at the transcript. Remember to listen for the keyword or anything that means benefits. Here it is mentioned at the beginning and again halfway through. When you've heard the keyword, listen closely and cross out the options as you hear them. The transcript will appear as it is spoken and the answers will be in red.
Have been so many benefits of street play for the kids. Parents really like the fact that the kids are getting fresh air, instead of sitting staring at a computer screen, even if they're not doing anything particularly energetic. And of course, it's great that kids can play with their friends outside, without being supervised by their parents. But for me the biggest advantages is that kids develop confidence in themselves, to be outside without their parents. The other really fantastic thing is that children get to know the adults in the street. It's like having a big extended family.
In the exam you will cross off as you listen, like in this example.
But for me the biggest advantages is that kids develop confidence in themselves, to be outside without their parents. The other really fantastic thing is that children get to know the adults in the street. It's like having a big extended family.
For the computer-based test, click as you listen.
But for me the biggest advantages is that kids develop confidence in themselves, to be outside without their parents. The other really fantastic thing is that children get to know the adults in the street. It's like having a big extended family.
With the computer-based not mentioned questions, still check as you listen, then see which ones you didn't check. Make a note of them, uncheck everything and then check the ones you had not checked. The answers are B and D because confidence to be outside by themselves is similar to increased sense of independence. And getting to know adults, big extended family is like opportunity to be part of a community, as a community is a big extended family in a way. Remember, don't panic at the amount of text in front of you. Just cross off as you listen and you should then have the answers in front of you. Thanks for watching. Click on the link below to practice these types of questions.